Good morning students, Sairam. Welcome to this session of revision. We are going to revise today informal letter and notice writing which is there for your unit test. Okay, shall we revise what we have learned long back? We have finished notice writing also, and informal letter we have given the sample for you all how it should be. Now we will revise today both informal letter and notice writing. Okay, what is an informal letter? When do we write informal letter? Informal letter is written to someone you know, such as friends, family, and relatives. Okay, to known people like your best friend, you will write informal letter. You will not write formally. So when we have to write, we have to write to someone you know, like family, friends, relatives. You will write informal letter. Why, for what we write informal letter? When do we write? For giving or asking advice. Suppose you want to ask some advice, or you want to give some advice to your friend who's not able to learn or who's not feeling well. So you are giving some advice to him. That time you will write informal letter. For giving or asking suggestions. Suppose you want to know about any suggestion, how you have to appear for the Olympiad exam, how you have to fill in the form for Homi Baba exam, or any other suggestions, what you have to, how you have to plan your studies, any suggestions you're asking your elder brother or your cousin sister or somebody else or uncle, you want to ask some suggestion, or you want to give some suggestion also, we have to write it in informal letter form. For giving or asking information also, same way to your friends, you're giving some information or you're asking some information, that time you will write informal letter. Inviting someone for an occasion. Okay, you're going to invite somebody for your birthday party. You invite your uncle or best friends, okay, your relatives. When you're inviting somebody for an occasion also, you will write informal letter. Congratulating somebody, you're congratulating a friend, he has got first in the class, you want to congratulate him, and he has got some award, you want to congratulate, you will write in the informal letter. Apologizing for something, you made a mistake and you want to apologize to somebody, okay, that time also you will write informal letter. So we saw very well, we have to write informal letter. We cannot write to any other, like company or school principal. You should not write informal letter. You should not write informal letter to the company manager, or police commissioner, editor of newspaper, like this. Those who are in the official government offices, you should not write informal letter. We will have to write a formal letter. Okay, so when we learn formal, we have already learned formal letter. So that time we saw how we have to write formal letter. Now we will learn only informal letter. Now we'll see the format. Okay, how to write an informal letter? First you will have to write the sender's address. Full address should be written. I'll explain everything now one by one. Sender's address, full address should be written. Then next, below that, date should be written. All should go to the left hand side corner. Okay, you should not write in the middle, right hand side. First we used to write in the right hand. Now everything should be written in the left hand side. Then after that, leave one line and then write salutation. I'll tell you what will come under salutation also. Then body means your content of that letter. After that, closing will be subscription. Yours truly, yours affectionately, they all will come under subscription. After that, you can write name, or whatever is given in the question, either write XYZ or write, you have to write the name. Okay, what was the first one? Say first you will write informal letter, you will write in the center in the block. Okay, then you will write address. It can be your own address or any imaginary address also, any other address also you can write. Then after that you will write the complete date. Okay, then leave one line. Then you will write salutation, dear uncle or dear friend, dear Rahul. So that is the salutation. Then after that you will write body of that letter. Body will contain what all it will have, I'll tell you. Starting introduction it should have, and your content as well as the conclusion. I'll explain that properly now again. Then you will have the subscription. Then you will have to write your name. This is the format of letter. So in your unit test, questions can be based on the format. We cannot tell you to write any letter. So it will be based on the format of the letter. Like questions will come. Will there be? Should we write your address in an informal letter? Then I will be giving true or false. Then you have to just click on to the correct option. So full letter will not come for your exam to write. Only from the format or from the pattern you will get some 1 mark, 2 questions, 1 mark each questions. Okay, so full letter you will not give you to write for 1 mark. You need not type the letter. You will but go through the letter properly, because from the format or from the type of informal letter, how you have, to whom you have to write, how you are going to write, questions based on this will come for your exam. So we'll see how you will write the address. Address must be complete and it should be written on the left hand side. This I already told you. Complete address with your full address should be written there. The date must be written without fail also. Even the date should be written. Okay. And the salutation can be written as dear uncle, dear father, dear Rahul, dear Karan, any friend. Okay. With dear you have to write the salutation. The body will have an introduction, then the content, and end the conclusion. So when we see the letter, you can see all the body will have what all. So hi, how are you? Hope all of you are fine. That will be the introduction. Then for what you are writing the letter, that will be the content. Then end you have to end that letter with the conclusion. That will be the conclusion of the body. Then after subscription should be written as yours affectionately or yours lovingly. If you are writing even your best friend, if you are writing like that also, it is okay, your. But when you are writing yours, you will not put an apostrophe between you are and apostrophe s. That is wrong. So you will write yours without any apostrophe. This already I have explained you in the previous video also. Okay, this is the format of the letter which we had given in your written work. You can just go through the example of it. See, letter is, address is given. Then after that, full date. Okay, 10th June 2020. After 10th June, after that comma is there. Then you are writing a letter to your uncle. So you will write dear uncle, put a comma. Then after the body is over, you will write yours lovingly. There is no apostrophe between yours. Then you will write your name. This we have given in your written work. You can go through the a sample of the letter. Okay. Shall we go to the next notice writing? Okay. What is a notice writing? It is a written or a printed piece of information targeted for a specific group of people. Suppose a notice is put up in the notice board of your school. It is meant for the school children, not for everybody. So a specific group of people. Okay, suppose a notice is put up anywhere else, it is for some group of people, those who are for that people only. So in your school, if it is put up, it is meant for you. That is called as a notice. You can see many times madam or some teachers also put some notice on the notice board. So you all go through the notice and you come to know what is going to happen. So when we can write this, to announce events and functions. Suppose some annual day is there and notice is put up on the notice board. So you all go and read it. So that is the notice. So announce events and functions, to make a request, provide an information for informing about to inform about a competition to be held. So suppose there is a drawing competition in Srima Vidyalaya. So there will be a notice in the notice board. There will be a notice. Okay, or it will come through classes, so madam will send a notice. So you will read, when we read the notice, that is called as notice. That means there is a small piece of information given about that competition. Okay, see, this is the format of notice. First you will write your school, whichever school it is, the name of the organization, it will be your school name. Then you will write in heading notice. Then you will write the date of the notice. When the notice is given, that date should be written. Okay, suppose you are sending the notice you are writing today the notice, today's date should be written. Then the heading of that notice, for what it is, you have to write. After that, body of that notice should be written. After that, below that, you will write your name. If you are the monitor, you will write monitor. Designation means whatever you are, that one you have to write name, signature, or you have to write your name and designation. That means if you are the monitor, school head boy, head girl, so whatever the designation, that you have to write. So you understood how to write. First you will write above, you will write the school's name of the organization means your school. Then you will write below notice in block letters. Then you will write the date in the left hand side corner. Then you will write in the middle the heading or the title of that notice. Then you will write the body of the notice in short. Then you will write, you will not like a letter, you will not write big notice, you will write to the point, what is asked, only that much you will write. Okay, after that you below that you will put the name, write the name and whoever your designation, whatever your role, your head boy of the school or your prefect of the school or the monitor or the madam is sending the principal, whoever is writing the notice, they will write their designation. Understood how to write? This is the format. It should be written inside a box. A box should be drawn and inside that you have to write in short the notice, not very elaborate. It should not be very big. Okay, now we'll see the points covered. See that it should be written in a box. Where it should be written? It should be written inside a box should be drawn with pencil. Nice neatly box should be drawn and inside only this notice should be written. Do not write UI. Okay, it is common notice. You should not write for one person. It is not meant for, you should not write you or I. Purpose should be clear. You should, for what you're writing the notice. Suppose a drawing competition is to be held, so it should be clearly mentioned the time of that drawing competition, the date of the competition, and where it is. So when it is to be held, where it is to be held, and what is the time of it, and how, everything should be mentioned properly. Okay, date should be written. So whenever you write the notice, the date of that should be written in the left hand side. Language should be simple and clear. Okay, they should understand the notice properly. It should be clearly mentioned. Okay, in the body of that notice also. Suppose example is given, there's a annual competition which is going to be held. So the date of the competition should be mentioned properly, and where it is going to be held, at what time it is going to be held, and how you have to come, whether you have to come in uniform or you have to come in civil dress, that should be mentioned. Everything should be mentioned in the notice clearly. Okay, you should not write about half one page for notice. It should be clear, simple and short. Okay, and it should be written inside a box. Make a box and write inside it and read through the format of the notice. Questions will come regarding the notice, and will not give you to write the full notice, but questions based on how notice is written, that will come for your exam. Understood notice writing? So both we have discussed again, informal letter as well as notice writing and the format. We have given a notice for your example. You can see the notice. See in this also a notice. This is annual day celebration. See that heading. First you will write the school's name, then you will write notice, then you will write date, then you will write annual day celebration, then you will write the content, and after that you will write your name or write the name, and you will write whoever sending that notice. That is the full detail of the notice writing. It should be written inside a box. Hope you all understood notice as well as informal letter. Now let us see what type of questions can come from note. One or two examples I will give. So like this, questions can come from for your exam unit test. Okay, see from here I have given choose true or false. In notice writing, address of the person writing the notice should be mentioned. Is it correct, children? Are we writing the address? Suppose if you are writing, your full address? No. So the answer should be false. Understood? You have to just choose. But for this, what you have to do? You have to go through the format properly. You have to go through the rules properly. Only then you can write this. You can do these two questions. So for the notice writing for informal letter, we are writing the address. But are we writing the address for notice writing? No, only the date. So in notice writing, address of the person writing the notice should be mentioned. Is it true? No, it is false. So you will click on to false. So one more example can we see? One more last one we will see. Okay. Choose the correct option from this. An informal letter is not written to whom? Informal letter is not written. Read the question properly. Is not written to friends. Is it written? Yes. School principal, grandfather. To whom you write informal? You write to grandfather, you write to friends, but whom you don't write to school principal, we don't write. So the answer will be the school principal. So you'll have to click to school principal. Hope you all understood, children. So like this type of questions will come for your unit test. Hope you all study properly. Hope everything I'm clear with all the 4 parts of revision. Go through it properly, and all the best for your unit test, children. Do well. We will see the next day in the next video. Okay, I finished with all the revision. Meet you in the next video. Bye bye. All the best. Okay.